Building connections is something that is not learned overnight, and Jefferson-Lewis BOCES is getting its students a head start with the Recruitment Day networking event. 7 News reporter Gage Kilborn has more.
BOCES senior welding student Braden Christian is interested in joining the armed forces.
It's going to be very eye-opening. It can be, so you learn more about it and more about what your job's going to be, because a lot of times you won't know that until you're already in.
Christian is one of many students at Jefferson-Lewis BOCES who are forming connections with local businesses in their respective fields. The recruiters will also provide constructive criticism to the students to help further prepare them for job interviews down the road.
It's very confidence boosting for a lot of people, because a lot of people have never done an interview before, they've never had a job. So when they come here and they get the feedback, they're ready for the future when they get their first job.
Amy Sear is one of the recruiters at the event, representing Fort Drum Mountain Community Homes, a company that provides housing for the military and their families. Sear has been impressed by the professionalism the students have demonstrated.
So it's really great to see individuals that are excited about the opportunities. They know what types of questions to ask, they're dressed professionally, and they just overall seem eager to join the job market.
Sear believes that by BOCES providing high school students like Christian this opportunity, it will help turn them into prepared candidates. Gage Kilborn, 7 News.